We're going to talk about this Ender 3 V2 printer right here and Creality's customer service, or should I say lack of, coming up. Okay, you may have seen a couple of the videos I did on this Ender 3 V2 printer. I'm Roger, by the way. Welcome to the shop. A little bit of a rant here. Generally, when you buy something and it doesn't work, or there's a problem with it, there's a thing called customer service. And we have a business and we are very familiar with that. If someone gets a defective or damaged shipment, we take care of that immediately. We don't ignore it or just let it go or thinking maybe it'll go away. Problem I have here with this printer, and although I do like the printer, and I managed to do 2 test prints before the thing failed. I got to watch my language here a little bit. I sent what they call an after service request to Creality on their website. There's a form you fill out and you put in you got to supply your original invoice, you got to supply their serial number and go through all the questions and all that, stated what the problem was. Well, what had happened was I did my 2 test prints on the one day. I shut it off at the end of the day. I went down the next day to do some prints and play with the thing a little bit and turned it on, and the backlight on the LCD screen comes on, but nothing else. The fan on the hot end runs, nothing else. So I did the old thing, okay, shut it off, turn it back on, you know, all the common things like that. I checked to make sure all the wires were good. I opened up the bottom to make sure that the ribbon cable hadn't come disconnected from the motherboard or some other thing like that, and everything was there. I put the addition of the current firmware on the micro SD card, put that in, booted it up thinking, well, maybe it lost its firmware. That didn't do anything. So kind of dead in the water. Hence, I put the customer service request in, and of course, we're in completely different time zones. When it's daytime here, it's nighttime there. So I didn't expect an immediate answer. But I did expect something within, let's say, 24 to 48 hours. Nothing. Went back on Creality's website, and they have a thing called chat, except nobody's ever there, and you can leave a message. So I left a message, no reply. Last night, I stayed up till midnight, which meant somebody was going to be awake in China to answer that chat. There's a little face that pops up. You send a message, you know, about what your problem is. You do not get a reply. So I went back to, okay, the after service form. I'll fill the damn thing out again, and we'll see. Maybe I'll get a reply that way. Now the form's gone. They've completely taken that off the website. So whether they're having a lot of complaints, I don't know. And if you finally search through their FAQs, you'll find where you can send an email to cs@creality.com, which is supposed to be their customer service. Got no reply there either. And that was during their business hours that they got this, so I know they got it. So I went back to where I bought it, which was at Banggood, and I sent them a form that I had to fill out there with the invoice and all the serial numbers and all that kind of stuff. And no, I don't want to return it. I don't want a refund. I just want the damn parts to fix it. So it's either got a motherboard that's gone bad or main board, or it's going to be the LCD display. It's one of the 2 things, and I'm kind of leaning towards probably the main board. Yeah, I could go and buy a third-party part, which is probably what I'm going to have to do, but I don't need a $260 paperweight sitting in the corner. I would really expect the company to stand behind their product, and now that I see they're pulling all the contact information and forms and stuff off their website, they must be having all kinds of problems. So anyway, that's my rant. And yeah, it's a little quick negative review of the Creality Ender 3 V2. Overall, I liked the printer. I liked what it had done, and granted, yes, as I stated in my earlier videos on it, I am a newbie with this, but it's a simple electronic device that needs to work. I mean, you buy something new and it fails in one day, and then the company won't stand behind it. That's just no good. Anyway, that's my rant. I hope you got something out of it, and if you did, I definitely want to see a thumbs up. And of course, we're always looking for subscribers, and next to that subscribe button is a little bell. If you click that bell, you'll be notified when I post another video, and it's usually not a rant, it's a project or a review. Thanks for watching.